Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is when you are watching this video. If you're here with us live, welcome. My name is Melissa Ramsey. I work with B.R.I.D.G.E Together, Inc. I work on the B.R.I.G.E project with my colleagues, Elizabeth Jackson. She is our project manager for the B.R.I.G.E project, and Carmela Marybow. She works with outreach as well as on the B.R.I.G.E project. I am very excited today for our presenter, Julie Guy, CEO, co-founder of Banding Together. She's going to share an overview of services and tell us all about what Banding Together does and how they do it in an awesome way. But before I make the formal introduction, just a few housekeeping rules. If you have questions, feel free to put them into the chat. Elizabeth and Carmela are dual chat captains today, so we'll attack those questions first when we get to the Q&A portion. As you all can see, I just want to call attention to the treble clefs because y'all, I'm super excited about today. So we've got Julie with her rock star earrings. We are ready to learn about music and music therapy. Just a little bit of background on Julie Guy and Banding Together. I have my notes here, so that's what I'm referring to. Julie co-authored the In Harmony Integrated Learning Program with Speech and Music Therapy. She has helped to found Notabilities, which produces Kibble's Rockin' Clubhouse. It's a DVD series, and it teaches social and communication skills to children with autism. And she's the co-host of the Autism Toolkit podcast. It's a resource for parents, teachers, and therapists. And Julie is a founding board member of Banding Together, a San Diego nonprofit whose mission is to provide music experiences, mentorships, and instruments to youth with special needs. She has also been a guest on the KBPS radio program These Days, KUSI, Good Morning San Diego, and Fox 5 News. She is presented locally and nationally for organizations such as Wayne County Speech and Language Association, Brandman University, La Sierra University, University of California, San Diego, Western Michigan University, the Autism Tree Project Foundation, Kids Included Together, the Autism Education Network, and the American Music Therapy Association. Now that was all about Julie, okay? And I've shortened it, but we're in for a treat today. I do want to share about Banding Together. Banding Together provides 6-month weekly music therapy sessions. These are 30 minutes each. Scholarships for this program are for individuals with special needs. Music therapy is an allied health profession that targets non-music goals in the areas of speech, language, social skills, sensory and motor, cognition, and attention skills. There are scholarships that are taken year-round with deadlines of February 1 and August 1 each year. Without, again, further ado, I want to welcome Julie Guy with Banding Together. Good morning. Welcome, Julie.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. I love your energy, enthusiasm. You're helping to fuel me this morning because I haven't had enough tea yet. So you can see I've got my caffeinated tea. I see some coffee out there. So I love it. We're all in this together. And actually, I thought, this is about music, and what better way to introduce music therapy than to actually start with a song today. I think you would all be a little sad if I didn't use at least a little live music. So this is going to be, oh my goodness, I had the introduction on. I forgot about that. I'm awake. But this is going to be interactive and participatory, but you can leave your microphones off. Otherwise it'll cause a cacophony of sound. So I'm going to sing along and I want you to repeat after me. This is a call and response. So I'm going to see your lips moving, right? You're going to be singing along with me. I think I hadn't had enough coffee when I started that beat a little earlier. Let's try that again. There we go. So we get our bodies moving and they're grooving. We're singing, hey everybody, you say, hey everybody, hurry, don't be late, you sing, hurry, don't be late, sing with me, come on now, sing with me, come on participate, you say, come on participate, 1, 2, 3, 4, stomp your feet We're singing, hey everybody, your turn. Nice. Hurry, don't be late, you sing. Sing with me. Come on now. Come on, participate. Come on, participate. Woo! All right, give yourselves a round of applause.
Mission is to bring music opportunities to individuals with special needs. Since 2009, we have been accomplishing this through key objectives that include providing music therapy scholarships, free community programs, and experiences with guest musicians. For people with special needs, no matter their ability level, music can be an avenue where they can express their emotions, connect verbally or non-verbally, and build meaningful social relationships with others. Due to the many financial challenges families of individuals with special needs face, many are unable to afford music therapy services. To help low-income families in need, Banding Together offers music therapy scholarships for those who require a more customized approach. In addition to scholarships, we created a music therapy group known as Jam Sessions for teens and adults. The purpose of this program is to promote socialization, emotional expression, and communication. This popular program is provided in multiple San Diego locations, including Point Loma, Carlsbad, and El Cajon. Each jam session features a guest musician and is facilitated by a board-certified music therapist. Participants are strategically paired with a mentor who enjoys music and wants to make a difference in the community. Anyone can be a mentor, from high school to college students to professionals. No music background is needed. We have also teamed up with Surf Dog Records, a local record company, to provide SoundCheck jams, a fun and unique initiative for our teens and young adults to get on stage at local venues like the Belly Up and perform with notable artists. Past artists have included Michael Franti, Olympic gold medalist, snowboarder, and skateboarder Shaun White, and Grammy Award winners Jason Mraz and Ziggy Marley. Learn more about who we are and join our Banding Together community.
So there you have a little bit of overview of Banding Together. And Melissa did such a great job already. I hope that most of that was not a repeat for you. You were so great, Melissa, with your introduction. Yeah, it was fun hearing about myself from someone else. And I was like, no wonder I'm so tired. All those presentations to prepare for. But at any rate, I went to Western Michigan to get my degree in music therapy after starting my career as a flute player in Washington State. I moved to San Diego for my internship in 2000 and thought I was going to return back home to Washington, to the great Pacific Northwest, and start a private practice there. But I instead, the weather wooed me in. I was like, why would I want to go back to the rain in Seattle? I'm staying here with the sunshine. So in fact, one of my interns, Emma, is on the call today, and she's just moved back from Seattle. So are you missing the rain much, Emma?
Not quite yet.
Yes, so the sunshine was definitely a draw on what kept me here in San Diego. And I can't wait to tell you a little bit about Banding Together and my history here in San Diego. And as I was putting this presentation together, I was thinking, well, you're going to have to cut me off because this is something I love, because this has been a labor of love for so many years. I could talk all day long about Banding Together and all the fun things that we get to do. So keep me on track and don't let me go over time this morning. So to give you a little bit of background about Banding Together, actually my business partner, Angela Meyer, and I started the Music Therapy Center of California back in 2004. And at the time, no one was providing groups for individuals with special needs in San Diego. We're like, let's do that. And we were frustrated because families saw how effective music therapy was for their loved one. And they couldn't access services because they were overburdened by their financial situation with having to pay for therapy and all the medical bills and medical expenses. And so And we tried to help get funding through a variety of different sources, including insurance, you name it. And we just got tired. We're like, why are we wasting all this time? It was not leading anywhere. And so the need is to provide music therapy in the community for free or for low cost. And so we founded Banding Together in order to do that with a parent who has a son with autism. And so that's how Banding Together started, was out of that need to meet that community need. And it's grown ever since. And hopefully you'll see today by the smiles and engagement of our students that we love meeting that need. So just to give you a little bit of background, actually, for those of you who are here on the call, you've heard of music therapy before? I'm assuming. I see some head shaking, yes. But just in case you are not aware of what music therapy is, or you've heard of it, but you're not quite sure what it is, it's a research-driven profession that was founded in the 1950s as a result of veterans coming back from the war and using music therapy to help them in their recovery of their traumatic experiences. Music therapists are board certified, and after their name, you should see some initials MT-BC, and that's just for you as an indication of quality assurance to make sure that who you're working with and they are who they say they are, because music therapists have extensive training in biology, psychology, anatomy, music classes. We have to be accepted as a musician into the program, and music therapy classes on top of it. So the program that I went to at Western Michigan University, music therapists had to take the most number of credits compared to any other degree program except aviation. So jack of all trades, master of none is what I like to say. But no, really, we study a lot of great things that are very helpful in our careers. And really, the music therapy is the use of music to do non-music things. So that includes sensory motor, maybe helping regulate our sensory system, maybe helping develop speech and language, helping with our cognitive skills, attention span, memory, academics, and all kinds of things. And we're very similar to treating like an OT-PT in that we have non-music goals, we write reports, and we write assessments and all of those things to make sure our services are being effective, and we can show that. So music therapists do have at least a bachelor's degree in music therapy, as I mentioned before. They also need to have board certification, or that MT-BC. And like my intern who's on the call today, they have to have 1,200 hours of clinical experience or a 6-month internship. And Emma is just starting week 2. So she's fresh joining us today here to learn also about Banding Together and who we are. So you heard a little bit about our mission already, in that we provide unique opportunities to people with disabilities of all ages through scholarships, community programs such as jam sessions, instruments, and all kinds of great programs, which we're going to highlight this morning. But what drives me every day to work and to work long, hard hours are the faces of all the students that we get to work with. And the experiences that we get to give them. And I was telling Melissa, as we were getting started this morning, that I had to wear my rock star t-shirt, because we call all of our students rock stars. And they teach us so much. I just love, they live life just amazing, and they show us how to live life more amazing every day. And I love seeing them on stage. They get a chance to feel like stars, and that's what our programs do. So these pictures fuel me when I get to work, and this reminds me, sometimes I'm just working at home on a grant or something, and I just put on my rock star shirt, right? It puts everything in perspective of who I'm doing this for and why I'm here. So Melissa already put a link in the chat for you about how to access our scholarship program. This is a really amazing program. To date, we've funded over $117,000 in scholarships for over 224 families in San Diego County, which is pretty awesome. So those scholarships are 6-month rotations. And our scholarship, most families contribute at least $1 per session. And that's, because of that, we have an amazing success rate of scholarship completion. Our families take those scholarships really seriously, and they're very dedicated. And online, you'll have access to our application form with all the requirements for that, including a free 30-minute screening, which we'll talk about a little bit later in the presentation. Why is banding together needed? Well, I already talked a little bit about this in that we were meeting the needs of the community. And this is a really old, these are really old statistics. However, because we've served over 1,000 individuals in our jam session program, I just said we served over 200 and with our music therapy scholarships, and more than that with our Camp Jam totals as well. So you can see the need. We're meeting the need of the community participants and parents and families, which is really exciting. And additionally, we've trained hundreds and hundreds of volunteers in San Diego to interact with our students across our programs, which is really exciting. And a lot of times our volunteers, who you'll hear from in a video in a little bit, they say they feel like they get more out of our programs than even our Rockstar students do, which is pretty awesome. So I'd like to share another video with you about our scholarship program and give you a little inside view of how music therapy has helped one of our scholarship recipients. This is our friend Tane, and he is just so cute and precious. I hope you fall in love with him like I have. So we're going to cue this up here.
So Tane has a diagnosis, and what comes with that is speech delay. We were just trying to find avenues to provide him the best path forward for identifying his voice. We did some research online and found that music therapy was one proven path forward to get him to start talking. When Tane first came here, maybe he had mom and dad at that point. Now with speech therapy and music therapy, he is now up to roughly around 30, 35 words. He can do 50 signs or more. He's really improved his confidence with people and with playing music.
What else? Oh, yes. Oh, does it look like a lion?
Yeah.
Yes, like a lion on your shirt. He crouched down so low to the ground to get ready to jump up and yell. What'd you say? Boo! B, you're right.
He has an older brother. I have a video of them. They're sitting down both with a ukulele and they're playing music next to each other, singing songs. It's a joyous moment. And so just that, bringing that into the home is really nice. Music therapy, it is a very positive and joyous out for the kids because they get to play. The music therapists here are very engaged and very in tune with the kids that they have. So each session is tailored to what they're going to react to positively. And so Tane comes in and they look for animals the first thing. He likes his little hide and seek games. And then he puts them in the drum, which he created all by himself. And so it's his place. Because he's built such confidence here at music therapy, he knows now that it's okay to let me go and be an individual. Really, he's learned how to be independent. It is really nice for the kids to come in here and try new instruments. Once you see a kid really engage with that, it's so positive. And so just being able to provide continuous changes in the music room and not do the same thing every time and kind of bring new toys out, bring new drums out, bring new instruments out. Once you find what a child likes, that's when it really brings out their creative side. You know, provide your child with everything you possibly can. Give them every avenue because you don't know what's going to click for them. I know that music therapy has helped Tane a lot and he loves it. He loves his therapist and he loves coming here. Tane really wasn't supposed to talk for a while, and here he is now talking. We really see and encourage people to look at Tane and believe that there's always a chance.
I just saw that little guy last week, and he is grown immensely even since this video was produced back in October. So just amazing to see the progress he's made through music therapy. It's been really fantastic. All right, so let's move on and talk a little bit about our jam session program. So, one more thing about scholarships. Typically, scholarships are for our younger children, school aged, and typically we don't unless our jam session program is not appropriate for your student for a variety of different reasons, maybe sensory motor, overwhelming goal areas and things like that, we encourage families to access our free jam session program because scholarships are typically for one-on-one therapy where we don't have a program that already serves your child's needs. So that being said, our jam session program starts at age 13 and goes up. We have many students who are in their mid-20s, maybe even into their 30s, because they love music so much. This program has been really great for them. And we keep expanding our programs to meet all the needs of the varying challenges of our students and age ranges. So I'm hopeful that one day we'll have even more adult programs for some of our more older, mature students. So our jam session program is really well received by the community. And pre-pandemic, as you heard in the video, we had 4 San Diego locations plus a location in Miami, Florida, which we still have. Currently, we've condensed all of our locations down into one virtual location, which I'll highlight in a little bit later this morning. But I'm going to talk now just about how our in-person program works and then how we've adapted that. It's been really fun. So jam sessions provide a real-life way to connect our students in the community in a rock band format, because who doesn't want to be in a rock band? And it's a very fun way to work on social skills in a very normalized environment. So the purpose of our jam session program is to provide 1-hour music therapy group, usually in the community in a venue for an hour, where we get to practice socialization, communication, expression, and be included with our peers. We're really passionate about helping our students become more independent. And we actually tell parents they're not allowed to come in because this is your students' time to rock out and have a good time, but all the parents want to come jam too. But we're really hoping to help our students have a lifelong skill that they can take post-jam sessions and impact functionally on their daily life. And we do measure the skills gained through jam sessions through a standardized assessment, and we use that for grant funding. I'll just mention that briefly in just a moment. So what makes our program really unique is we had found no programs like this anywhere across the United States when we started researching this. And we were finding that a key component of programs for special needs students was having a mentor component, right? So we love to pair our students with a one-on-one mentor who might be a college student, might be just a community volunteer, a high school student, anyone with a love for giving back. Maybe it's someone who loves music, and they will be matched strategically with our participant rock stars to role model and to participate in the events together. So they'll give them encouragement, be their cheerleader. And then the other key component of our program is guest artists or guest musicians. And this provides a community tie. So our guest musicians are musicians who are in a band or they're out actively performing in the community, and someone who wants to give back. Again, they do receive a small stipend to participate in the program, but a lot of our musicians are so amazing that they donate it back to our cause so we can put it back into helping our students as much as possible. So our students get to know our guest artists because often they come back again and again and they start to build relationships. Sometimes they'll go out and perform with them in the community at coffee house fundraisers and other events. And it's really fun to watch those relationships bud and develop. And many of our students are, active social media users. So they follow our guest artists and they start to develop their own relationships with them. And actually that's in fact how we got Jason Mraz to participate in jam sessions. There was one of our students who reached out and asked him. So you just never know. Our students are pretty exciting. Steph Johnson, who's a local San Diego celebrity these days. If you haven't heard of Steph Johnson, she has a homeless shelter choir that was on America's Got Talent this last year. So they're really amazing. And Steph Johnson is a fantastic musician with a huge heart for our students. So I'd love to show you this video about her experience with jam sessions.
My name is Steph Johnson, and I am a jazz vocalist and guitarist based in San Diego. I study music and I practice a lot. I play my guitar like 8 hours a day. I hang around with a lot of jazz musicians, and it's pretty serious. And sometimes you forget what music is really about. And when I come and hang out with this crew, I feel life. I feel like a lot of love, and it feels really good. So I remember what music is in its total true form in this group. It's sharing and expressing yourself and reminding them of like positive values and in a fun way. It's really cool. It's very improvisational, and it's like interacting with students or young people or adults that have special needs. It's like, well, what fits for that moment? Some of the participants who get really excited and overwhelmed kind of relax a little bit more in the session. This being my third time, I've gotten to know them a little bit and they remember me, so they feel, I think, more relaxed with me, and that's really great to see. I think that this organization, that this community group session is awesome because music is cut out of everything, almost everywhere, and that these kids have a place to go, or young adults have a place to go, to come and share and learn some music or play music and express themselves and let it go is only beneficial. I mean, it's the most beneficial thing for a community. It's beautiful. No, it's really incredible. It's like so different from what I do every day. They're just like they're so open, you know. I'm probably the most surprised at how emotionally overwhelmed with love I am from the experience, because it's really great. I told them to call me for every session. If I'm in town and I'm not touring or gigging somewhere, that I'd be way into doing it, yeah.
I saw lots of head nodding during that video, so I see you can relate. And now we're around 350 jam sessions, 350 jam sessions in. Pre-pandemic, we were doing about 56 jam sessions a year, and we were doing, serving about 120 per semester, which is really exciting. So you can see on the screen, this is from a few years back already, so we've got to update our numbers, but you could see the trajectory of our growth there back from 2012 with 10 participants to closing on 125 the last couple of years, which has been so exciting. There's so much need for it and also interest in our program across the nation. So I referenced this a little bit back, that we do a standardized assessment for our jam session participants to track progress. And the assessment that we do is called the social responsiveness scale. So we're looking for impact on, of course, on 5 areas of social functioning in our students. And so we're looking for a decrease of behaviors that interfere with their ability to be social. So you can see on the screen some of those different areas, whether it's social cognition, communication, motivation. One of the areas that we've seen the most progress is restrictive interests and repetitive behaviors. So very interesting to see. Over time, we're seeing some really great long-term differences for our students. We also do a rockstar report for our students, and this is the founders of Banding Together, myself and Angela and our team, we created this report to look at the specific skills within each session that we're working on, and our volunteers help to rate these for each participant in every group. And so you can see from session number 1, for example, in the blue, to session number 14 in the red, you can see the improvement in the averages of scores across the board for our students, which is really exciting. The areas that we are seeing the most progress are typically conversations, taking a leadership role, for example, leading drum circle or requesting a song in jam time, which is their favorite part of jam sessions. So this is a little outline of what a typical jam session might look like, what every jam session will entail. So it could be an opening circle song like we did today, which was Hey Everybody. And then it includes, as I mentioned, a drum circle, maybe a social skill topic each time, and it could be the rules of the group. It could be unexpected, expected behaviors. During COVID, it could be how to wear a mask. It could be, how to stay socially distanced, all those great important rules we've been practicing during the pandemic. And then they love the guest artist time, which I'm going to highlight in just a few minutes. And then jam time, as I mentioned, is their absolute favorite. So just gives you a little bit of an overview of how every jam session is structured. And our volunteers, as I mentioned, they love jam sessions. We've got this in the picture here is our friend Lisa. She's been volunteering with us since the very beginning of our Carlsbad jam session. And she's also received a volunteer recognition award. She's a musician like you, Melissa, loves music, loves our students with special needs, loves giving back. And this just feeds her soul. So she's been such an awesome volunteer. So we have many volunteers who volunteered year after year after year after year, because the feeling that they get when they leave jam sessions is just unbelievable. just so meaningful, and seeing our students' reaction to the music and their engagement is so rewarding. Steve Daniels is another local San Diego celebrity who's some of you may know from maybe when your children are little from Hullabaloo. So Steve Daniels is the, right? I see some reactions from people recognizing Hullabaloo. A little celebrity from San Diego. He's great. So he's, again, performed at many of our fundraisers and events and has developed great relationships with our students. And of course, we've already mentioned Jason Mraz. And if you do a little search on our YouTube page or even Facebook, you can watch Jason's performance and also hear a little bit about the backstory of how he got invited and how he came to come to our jam session program. And then even more exciting, the last fundraiser we did in person before everything shut down a couple weeks later was an event with Jason Mraz called Shine, a musical adventure that he produced and put on and benefited many San Diego nonprofits such as Banding Together. And many of our students were able to perform in a band for that event. And it was just such a great experience. So we've loved building a long-term relationship with Jason. He's been such a supporter of our organization. We're so thankful. I'm gonna push in. Are we doing okay on time, Melissa?
We are. We've taken it from 10 to 12 to 12:20, but I mean, it's up to you. This is great.
Okay, perfect. I don't want to outstay my welcome because like I said, I could talk about this forever. It's something I love to do. I'm going to skip this little video for today, but if you'd like to learn more about what our volunteering is like with our program, we've got some really great videos on our website and again our YouTube channels that you can check out about our volunteer experiences. But I wanted to share a couple of stories about some of the students that we've helped in our programs. This is, oops, excuse me, go away, Adobe. We don't need you right now. But to share some of our students that we've had the pleasure of helping in our programs. And this is my friend JJ. JJ's nonverbal, and JJ loves jam sessions. In fact, when it's time for him to go to jam sessions, his mom says he starts screaming in the car all the way to jam sessions. He just gets so excited. And you can see the grin in that picture there. That's the look on his face that JJ gets when he comes to jam sessions. And one day after jam session, JJ's mom came up to us crying because JJ had actually used a few words. He had said hello and had interacted verbally with his volunteer, his one-on-one mentor, which was huge progress. And for him, his mom commented that he's involved in a lot of programs, but he's not able to engage meaningfully and look forward to something like he does with jam sessions. And jam sessions gives him a nonverbal outlet and a way to express his emotions and participate. And seeing JJ in jam sessions, one of his favorite things to do is to dance and just spread his arms out wide, and he just gets the biggest grin on his face. So hearing his story has been really amazing, and seeing him come out of his shell and see how our program can really meet the needs of our students who maybe don't have as much expressive language as others. Another student I love to tell about is Vincent. And Vincent actually started as a scholarship recipient. And then when he became turned 13, joined our jam session program. So he's really grown up with this jam session program and is really a testimonial to the effectiveness of learning social skills through music. So when we first met Vincent, his mom was having to transition him from a typical school to being homeschooled because he was experiencing a lot of behaviors, a lot of attention-seeking behaviors, he was having a lot of maladaptive coping strategies that weren't working well for him. And so they were trying out homeschooling. So, thus entered music therapy, individual sessions for him where we worked on appropriate skills and rock star behaviors. And then we could transition that as he moved into jam session program. And just to paint a little picture, when he first started jam sessions, he would negatively seek out attention from everyone. He would take off his shoes, do things like lick his toes, just trying to get attention. Now in jam sessions, it's a 180-degree turn for him. He is a whole different student, and you would never know he had all of those maladaptive behaviors, even trying to hit others, taking things away from people, unable to share. Now he can get up in front of the group. He leads the group in drum circle. He's always got his hand raised, and he's a positive role model for everyone around him. And it's just been really amazing to see the impact that jam session program and the scholarship has made for him, and the big turnaround in his everyday life. So really exciting. Another unique program that we have, and we haven't done one of these since pre-pandemic, which is very sad. The Belly Up has been a great venue, a great partner to Banding Together up in Solana Beach. That's where our annual fundraisers historically have been. And they've helped host SoundCheck Jams, which we've provided in combination with another community partner named Surf Dog Records. And Surf Dog Records helped put this program together where they reach out to touring bands coming to play in San Diego. And they say, hey, can we have 5 minutes on stage when you're doing your sound check, and can we sing a song with you on stage? So we've gotten to do that with some really amazing artists. You already heard in the video, like Ziggy, Marley, and most recently G Love and Special Sauce was our most recent sound check jam. And our students, again, love this opportunity, and seeing their faces on stage when they get to sing with a musician is just so cool. So we can't wait. No more pandemic. We want to get back to groups, in-person performances and gigs, right? So we can get this program going again because it's so fun. I'll show you just a quick little clip here of Ziggy Marley. And Ziggy Marley to date has been the biggest SoundCheck Jam artist that we've had to date. And he posted this on his social media and it just blew up for us. It was so exciting. Such a great guy. All right. Just to give you a little teeny tiny taste of that, you can see again more of that on our YouTube channel, but such a fun experience. All right, so let me tell you, thanks. I think it was pretty awesome too. Such a great experience for everyone involved. I think the parents of our students love it a little bit more maybe than our students even do too. It's been really fun. So we are still jamming virtually these days, although we've recently taken a recess for the summer already. We're switching to work on fundraising. So during the pandemic, we pivoted the next week immediately from being out in the community to providing Zoom-based virtual jam sessions for our community. And every jam session, we've had a jam session pretty much every single week since the pandemic, because there were no programs for our students, right? A lot of our students, their special education programs, they were not as effective for them anymore. They were not going out in the community, having a really hard time coping and understanding, not having a way to get together with friends, and just, again, not understanding. And so families were telling us, you guys have been a lifeline for us during the pandemic, for our students to have this social outlet. They look forward to it. They talk about it for days after, and then they start asking about it days ahead of time. When's jam? When's jam? When's jam? So we're always getting feedback like that from families. And it's just so exciting to see. One of our students, Ricky, his parents were telling us that he starts asking about jam session, independently sets up. He gets the computer ready to go. He gets his instruments out, and his mom was saying, like, that's really rare for him. He doesn't plan ahead for anything, but jam session's so important to him. He doesn't want to forget it. He'll take that leadership role in getting himself ready for it, which is so exciting to see. We had another parent tell us that her son Ethan didn't get to make a choice one time. He'd been raising his hand. He was wanting to make a jam session request song, and he didn't get to talk. He didn't get to answer any questions. He didn't get called on during his jam session, and he was expressing how sad he was about it. And his mom wrote us to tell us, like, you have no idea how exciting it is that my son is expressing the fact that he's disappointed in something, that, and he's using his language and his words to tell me that he loves us so much and he was really disappointed. So, as you know, the challenge with having large virtual groups now, we have, you know, sometimes 60, 70 students per call, right, for an hour session. We do our best to incorporate everyone through really unique strategies like using polls and visuals and all kinds of great things, and giving people lots of chances to participate. So that was the silver lining in that we not, even though everybody doesn't get to participate, there's some great learning moments from our students, which is really cool. And I wanted to bring an inside view of what jam sessions virtual looks like with everybody all together. It's so much fun watching everybody jamming out at home. So just never know what you're going to see in jam sessions. We have a lot of fun too. We do a lot of thematic things where we've been dressing up. This last semester, we had a theme of movies, like favorite movies. So everybody was dressing up in their favorite Disney characters. The semester before that was superhero characters. So everybody was dressing up in superhero costumes. We don't have any fun around here. We probably have too much fun. So as a result of the pandemic, we saw another need for families, you know, because suddenly parents were at home all the time, 24/7 with their children, trying to engage them in virtual school, which was really challenging. So to meet that need, we founded 2 pilot programs, one of them being Songbirds, which is a social language group for young children and their parents and caregivers. We're currently in grant writing, so we can continue this program again. And then the next program is Rockstar Club. And this was really meant for the tween age range. So, you know, ages 9 to 13-ish, right? Who really wanted a jam session-esque experience, but maybe weren't quite fully ready for that evening program. We started Rockstar Club, which is very similar to that. So I'd love to show you a couple of quick video clips from these groups. And share a couple things with you so you can see what these programs are like. And while I'm getting those set up, just a little quick plug is that even though these groups aren't currently meeting, that we have a recorded bank online on our website where you can go back and participate through all the recorded videos with your child. And if you go to Facebook, there's even more groups through our Facebook page as well. So we have plenty of options for you to maximize the materials that we have online for you in the meantime. But we hope to have funding soon to continue these groups.
Swing like the monkeys do. Let me see you swing. Very good swinging. Swing like the monkeys do. What do you think we have next? There, what is that? Way down in Australia where it's really hot, kangaroos are bouncing up and down. I wanna move like those kangaroos do, bouncing up and down. Let me see you bounce. Yes, I wanna bounce like the kangaroos do. Let me see you bounce. Very good. We're gonna bounce like the kangaroos do. Pass the gravy down to me, because we got gravy here too. Here we are at dinner. Oh no! I see a turkey! He's got our green beans. We gotta say, go away, turkey, because he's got our green beans. Ready? You got something to help us get him to go away? I got this shaker. We're gonna say, go away, turkey! 1, 2, 3. Go away, turkey! Woo! We got it! All right, please pass the green beans down the table, down to me. Please pass the green beans. Oh no! I see a turkey! What does he have? That turkey has our pumpkin pie. So we're gonna say, pop! We're gonna get that turkey to go away and say, pop. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, pop! Oh, phew! We got that turkey.
cute. So clever and creative. It's always fun seeing inside our families' homes and getting our students to participate in a unique and different ways. So that was our Songbirds group. And then let me show you just a quick example from our Rockstar Club. So this is again with our tween population. So there, Miss Megan will kind of give you a little background of what they're going to do here, a little setup.
Dance party in here? Samuel, do you like a dance party? You're a really good dancer. And Casey is too, and so is Eddie. I've seen Ishan dance. Clint's got some moves. So we're going to do some dance solos. So when we have a dance solo, Miss Julie, my tech lady, is going to pin your video so everybody sees your video. So when I call out your name, I want to see your best dance moves. And I'm actually going to stand up for this one. So if everybody could stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up, stand up. Yeah, all right. And we're gonna shake it out. What we did last week, we're gonna do the twists like this. Yeah, everybody show me the twist. Shake it up, baby, now. Shake it up, baby. And shout, twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, baby, now. Come on, baby. Work it on now. Work it on now. Yeah, keep dancing and put your eyes and your ears on Samuel. Everybody look at Samuel and shake like Samuel. Now, how should we dance? Samuel, dance like Samuel now. Dance like Samuel. How should we dance? Oh, he's doing a little swing, swing. Dance like Samuel now. Dance like Samuel. Dance like Samuel now. Dance like Samuel. And everybody at this part, when I go I want you to take your fingers like this and we go show me Put your eyes and your ears on Eddie. Everybody look at Eddie. Eddie, how should we dance? Dance like Eddie now. Dance like Eddie. Ooh, it looks like Eddie is twisting and playing at the same time. Dance like Eddie now. Dance.
All right. So love seeing the responses from our students with that Rockstar Club. They loved dance party. They loved jam time. So much fun for them. Okay, I've got one more video to share with you. This is of our virtual jam session program. And this is one of our guest musicians. This is a band called The Thieves About. And so what our students love about our guest musician time is they get to ask them questions and they get to hear them play in their own private rock concert. So this is The Thieves About.
Wet, my head is spinning round and round again. She started a hurricane. Broken windows in the rain. She's what I can stand. She's like ecstasy and pain, and now I'm making it in the rain. From the fire to the flame, she started a hurricane. Hurricane, a hurricane.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Oh,
Thank you, guys.
that was awesome. Thank you so much.
We had a lot of very great compliments, like you're the best on the planet and you're the greatest singer and they really love your songs.
Yes.
Thank you.
I did see one question a little earlier. Someone asked how long you have all been in a band.
Ooh, that is a good question.
That's a great question. We actually, Andrew is new to the band as of the year. It's been a year that Andrew's been with us. John came by the year before that, and Brian and I were together about, I want to say 3 years. So the Thieves About have been around for 3 years. We play a lot here in North County. We've played the Belly Up, which we absolutely love. We had a chance to play the House of Blues as well. So hopefully things will open up here soon in California, and
we'd love to see you out someday.
So the bands had the opportunity to promote their latest albums and their upcoming events, and then how to follow them on social media, again, which our students love getting the opportunity to connect with them and getting to feel like they're meeting and getting to know real life rock stars, which is just amazing. Well, thanks for watching all of those videos about our different programs. I'm going to go back to my PowerPoint and start to tell you about some of our community resources that are available to you for free. I'm going to focus on some different music resources for you that some of our other community partners offer. Oh yeah, I just wanted to point out, you could see this was a session where everybody's wearing some costumes. I see some bunny ears, all kinds of fun stuff. Our students loved getting into jam sessions. So again, I've mentioned this a couple of different times, but if you go to Banding Together's website through that, which is bandingtogethersd.org, I saw Melissa post that in the chat. Thank you so much for reading my mind. Through there, you can find all of our social channels where you can follow us on Facebook and YouTube, and you can access all these different really amazing video resources for you, whether it's a group or whether it's a specific activity or intervention. For example, the video I have here on the screen is Don't Worry, You Are Safe, which was a great video that we shared with all of our families during the pandemic to help our students understand what was going on, to be able to give them reassurance. So we have this one, our nonprofit partner, the Music Therapy Center, has a great How to Wear a Mask song. So there's tons of great music-based resources out there for the pandemic. Oops. And then again, on our website, which is also listed on the screen where this direct link is, if you go to our community groups page under what we do, you can find all of the recorded links for our jam session program with our guest musicians, and the Rockstar Club and Songbirds all have recorded videos there that you can share with your child. So that's a great resource as well. And then again, on Facebook, there's many more that aren't even yet listed on the website. It's so hard to keep up with all those things, but we'll get there. Our for-profit partner, the Music Therapy Center of California, offers free 30-minute screenings at one of our office locations in Mission Valley and Encinitas. So you just need to contact them to set up an appointment for that. Their clinics have been open and in person since June. On a case-by-case basis, and then fully since September, because we are considered an essential service for music therapy. So if you're interested in learning specifically how individual services can help your child, or you're interested in a scholarship, that's the first step in accessing a scholarship, is to have a free screening. And then also the Music Therapy Center has in the month of April, has a music strategies training series called In Harmony. So we have 2 left in April. The 19th is daily living skills, and the 26th is social and communication. So these are 30-minute webinars that just give you a little taste with some different music-based resources on how to teach these types of skills to your child or loved one using music through those. And you'll see at the bottom of the screen to register for that workshop series, it's bit.ly/MTCCA workshop reg. So maybe Melissa, she's on top of it. Melissa's sticking all these things in the chat for me, which is really great. So you can click easily on those. Also, in the month of May, the Music Therapy Center is offering a free adapted keyboard workshop series. So this workshop is not for our students with special needs. It's more geared for educators, parents, music teachers who have a keyboard at home and want to use that keyboard interactively and more therapeutically or functionally with your student. So we're going to teach some of the basics about how to use a keyboard. Some of the things I demonstrated way back at the beginning of this morning's presentation, we'll be showing off some of the features like the styles, the beats, and how to make some really, really cool, easy things accessible for anyone, even if you know nothing about music. You don't need to know anything about the keyboard to do this workshop with us. So again, that's free Mondays in May. The same registration link, bit.ly/MTCCA MTCCA workshop reg. I gotta have some more caffeine to get me through the morning, I guess. Also, another community partner that we have, a nonprofit partner, is called the Autism Tree Project Foundation. If you have young, if you have a child with autism of any age, I love this organization, highly recommend them. They have tons of free programs, something for everyone. I'm just going to talk really quickly about the music programs that they offer. Using our contracted services through the Music Therapy Center, but they have a program for anyone, whether it's horse therapy, whether it's a gardening program, whether it's a girls club, whether it's coding, Legos, you name it. They've got a huge list of programs that every time I look at it, I'm just blown away. And our families love their services. They're free to the community, and they're so great at connecting people. So anyway, after all that, the Autism Tree Project has another strategies music workshop training. They offer these a couple of times a year. It's a $10 suggested donation. It's April 29th, 6:30 p.m. It will be on Zoom, and you can register through their website at autismtreeproject.org. And similar to the workshop series that we just mentioned in the month of April, this one is like that, but it's more full blown. We're going to give more information about music in the brain research, why music works and how it's effective. And we're going to go through more specific examples and also create a song together. So take, a parent or a teacher who's got a specific challenge going on right now. We're going to help that person by creating a strategy just for them in a group setting and write a song together. So that is a really fun opportunity as well. If you can't make the one in April, stay tuned because they do those a couple of times a year. And they also offer monthly play groups. So monthly play groups are a Saturday 1:30 group, usually the fourth Saturday of every month. It's a great music. We call it actually a musical play group for a parent and child. This is often a first group that if a child's been diagnosed with autism, this might be one of the first groups that they go to in a music making context and setting. And so it's a great opportunity to explore music and have a lot of fun. Again, you can find more information on the Autism Tree Project website at autismtreeproject.org. They do, I believe, have a registration form on there, which I didn't pull up the direct link for you. My apologies. But if you look under their programs and you go to musical play group, you'll be able to find that registration information there. And again, if you can't make this one, they have those monthly. So check out those programs. Let's see, the musical play group is currently on Zoom. It is a digital program, and the In Harmony workshop training series, all of those we mentioned are currently virtual. So digital programs right now. We don't have any through Banding Together, don't have jam sessions, songbirds, or Rockstar Club running live right now, but through our website, you can contact us there's a contact us feature, or I'll give you my email at the end of this presentation. We can put your name on a list and let you know when those groups will be starting up again. Just a quick little pitch as well. Of course, we're a nonprofit. So if you're ever interested in getting involved in many different ways, if you're interested in donating, if you're interested in sharing the word, spreading it to other families, donating instruments, volunteering, you can find out information for all of those things on our website. And yes, I wanted to open up. Are there any questions? Any other questions? I know it was a lot of information today, but I hope that you learned something new and are inspired by our students and their love for music.
There is one question in the chat. It is, are any of the music therapy programs digitally based?
So yes, we just mentioned this, they're based on Zoom. Currently, I just mentioned that unfortunately, because of funding, we do not have Rockstar Club Songbirds or jam sessions running live, but those are all digital-based programs on Zoom. So they're on a break for the summer currently while we do fundraising and get ready for our fall semester. But you can always watch any of those recorded resources online from home and participate from home for those. And then all the programs I just mentioned, with the exception of the music therapy screenings, those are in person at one of the Music Therapy Center's clinics in Mission Valley or Encinitas. Great. I don't see any other questions. So I thought maybe we could end with a little bit of music. Does that sound okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Been sitting a long time with us. Hopefully you've gotten up and stretched a few times, but we're going to say goodbye.
you.